right. Good morning, Tampa Film Network. TJ here, doing some editing work again from the editing team. And it's the day after Christmas, December 26th. It's morning, and I'm just loading up a long-awaited project that we've been working on, short film, Good Friends. Getting it loaded up on my new system here. Might have an issue. So for anyone unfamiliar, Good Friends is the first short film the Tampa Film Network shot. Produced. It was shot in Tampa. Nice little 8-page project, and we did it earlier this year. And it's been finished. It's just we've been editing it and doing it pretty slowly. But I'm gonna be doing that today. And it was a fun project. It's fun to shoot. It's fun to work on. I think we did a lot of good work on it. You locate these rendered files. I'm having this issue sometimes where I locate files and it doesn't want to load them for whatever reason. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete those preview files. Let's try it again. Hang on 1 second, please, while this loads. Okay, and I'm back. Yeah, the music playing in the kitchen. Alright, so now I'm just going to skip all this time because I deleted those preview files, and so it should also save some space on my hard drive too. So I'm going to have to re-render, but now I don't have the computer looking for something that's not there. Okay, so there's a lot of work to do on this here. This isn't like the park bench stuff that we've been working on. Those are standalone single scenes. This is a full short film, so it has multiple scenes and multiple locations, multiple actors, and a lot of work has to be done. It's the same thing in principle, no matter whatever you're working on, because you have stages of post-production. You have now everything is, at this point when you're in the editing program, everything has been labeled and organized and compiled. So now assembly comes, and assembly involves selecting the clips you want to use. So just like with Park Bench, I find all the clips that are going to work for the first scene, and then all the things that are going to work for the second scene, third scene, fourth scene, until we get to the last scene. You're doing that same thing that we did with Park Bench. We're doing this for Good Friends, and we're just doing it for as many scenes as there are. Now, the only difference is scale, because you have to make sure not just all the shots for a particular scene match or are going to work with each other, but between different scenes, I'm going to make sure shots in scene 3 are going to match scene 5, match scene 9, whatever, if they need to match. This particular film takes place. It's a story that takes place over the course of one day, so it starts in the morning and ends in the late afternoon to early evening, and so we're at the same location twice, but it's not the same part of the day. So this time of day, it's supposed to look like it's in the morning, so we're supposed to have like morning feeling, light and everything, and then when we come back, it's going to be late in the afternoon, so it should look more like yellowish, warmer tone light, if you look in the bottom of the screen, you'll see that all the assets are loading. So I'm not really messing with anything until they're all in there. Um, so basically, the story is about these two friends, Johanna and Felix. They're best friends, as described in the story. And what happens is their relationship is kind of like Johanna is the opposite of Felix. So Johanna is work at home, pretty stable, solitary, successful, peaceful um, columnist. She works for a local news station, kind of from home, writing articles and stuff. And her best friend Felix is kind of like a in between jobs type of guy. He's always, you know, always in different things, got different things going on. He's less stable. He brings the excitement and the spontaneity into the relationship, while she brings the stability. And the idea with their relationship is we get the feeling early on that he's always getting into stuff, and he's always needing her help to get out. And that's the kind of friendship that they have. This particular day, he gets himself, Felix, when he arrives, with his new problem, he gets himself into, some problem with a drug dealer, and, she tries to get him out of it, but then gets herself involved, and then, she has to end up helping him do a drug transaction, and that transaction goes horribly wrong, and then, by the end of the film, she's in with the drug dealer, and he's out. So it's like everything reverses. But I'll get into the story later. What I want to point out in the first scene here is kind of the color palette. So, and this was what was fun about this project is, a lot was done with very, very little resources. This is just your average low-income apartment or whatever. Nice looking wooden floor and everything. But obviously you can see all the green. You can see green everywhere. You see green on the hand towels, dish towels, the dishes, some of the plastic in there. All of the plastic is basically green. The dish liquid is green. You've got a green Sprite bottle filled with water. You've got the plant on the table. You've got just basically all around the room is green, except for this. This is green too, but it's like aqua. So, and then she's wearing green. So obviously you can see what we're doing with the greenness of it. And I guess what we're trying to go for is just a reflection that she is kind of one of those green types. She drinks herbal teas. She's very earthly and home feeling, just one of those hippie, no offense to the hippies out there, one of those green people. And, all the way down to the green can of Pringles on there. Let's see here. Still loading. I kind of want to render, but anyways, let's see what we got so far, which is not a lot. Now you'll see the logo for Film Punks pops up because Film Punks is the group that shot this. This is kind of earlier in the year when we were just putting everything together for TFN Film Network, and though a lot of people had signed up to be actors and crew and stuff for TFN Film Network, there's not a crew yet. They're not really, not at this point. And Film Punks is a local group that already has a crew, and I work with the group, and so we already have a good working relationship. So the deal was they would shoot the film any way that they saw fit, and then they were supposed to edit the film too, but didn't work out that way. So the editing has gone to the hands of TFN Film Network, where I am doing that and being assisted from time to time. But so that's why you see Film Punks in there, is they're basically half the owners of the film, and then TFN Film Network is going to be next. And this is their logo. It's very simple. Where's the sound? Let me make sure the sound is playing. So whenever you want to adjust sound for any editors who are looking to learn anything from this, is go to editing, preferences. I've got a little bit of a weird setup because I'm recording from the desktop too, but go to audio hardware, output, should be coming through. So let's try this real quick. So now it should come through my speakers. So I hear stuff coming through my speakers. Now I want to bring it in my headphones and make sure it's picking up on desktop. Probably not. It's not. So now I need to connect the right one. Sorry for the delay. Okay, that's my breakfast timer. So I'm going to take a quick pause to go grab something out of the oven. And I'll probably take the opportunity to go ahead and just render the timeline so that when I come back, I don't have to spend any time doing that. Let's see if we can hear something now. Maybe I'll just go here and select the right one then. It's the speaker. Here we go. All right. So you should be able to hear that. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just start to render this and grab dinner out of or breakfast out of the oven. And when I come back, we'll pick it up from there. How do I pause the recording? I know how to stop it, but I don't want to create two new